I'm inside and I saw Heathers. It is directed by Michael Lehman, written by Daniel Waters, and if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This was requested by a Patreonian for like the fast track movie review. You can do that at patreon.com/ASEPresents. On with the review. This movie starts, we're seeing Veronica. She's now in this super popular clique of chicks. Specifically, they're all named Heather, so they're the Heathers. And so they're terrible people, they suck. They like to play a lot of croquet, and then they like to brag how they are good at croquet while they play croquet. And they like to taunt each other while they play croquet. I've never played croquet. How do you play croquet? Like, you just put the thing through the hole? Like, you put the ball through the hole? What's the point system? Can you make sure everyone else is out of the game? Unfamiliar with croquet. Someone please let me know in the comments below. But these Heathers and Veronica playing a ton, and I mean a ton, croquet. It seems to be a very unhealthy amount. Maybe the amount of croquet they play is contributed to how terrible they are. Croquet is bad for you, confirmed. You heard it here first. Veronica meets this guy. His name is JD. He's a social outcast. He has a mother that is dead, gone. Goodbye, mother. Who needs you? Except for this crazy, insane guy. He definitely needs a mother. So we have this guy who's just here. And so is Veronica, because they're there. Because they have some weird things pulling themselves together. Boom, they get together. Wow, who knew that the most popular clique in school is so terrible? They're the worst people ever. Who knew that? I knew that. I knew that 100%. I was never part of any popular clique. The closest clique I was part of was band, but no one liked me in band, except for like a couple people. So I cannot say that I was part of any clique. Because of that, I can say with full confidence that cliques are bad for your development. Bad for your development. If you're a part of any clique, then you're just going to be lost in how awesome your clique was in high school. Then when you go past life, then you're just going to be stuck in high school. Oh, I was part of the most popular clique in high school. Oh, yeah, I'm popular. Meanwhile, you're 33, you're thinking about high school. I'm like, bro, high school is many years ago. We'll move on. So if you're part of any popular clique, I can imagine that you're just going to end up pretty much worthless. And people are going to hate hearing your experiences because you only talk about high school. Versus, if you're an ultra chad like me, who was never part of any clique, let me know in the comments below if you're also now an ultra chad because you weren't part of any high school clique. If you were hated in high school, like me, let me know in the comments below. If you're like me, you got some experiences to chat about. You got some building new experiences when you're getting older and older, and you get more experiences as an adult. Let's say you're 33 now, and you don't care about high school whatsoever. I'm just saying that all of these chicks need to stop caring about high school cliques. But we're in the 80s. This is an 80s movie. School is society. It's a tiny version of society with more hormones going through it, running rampant. Stop caring about cliques, but of course, Veronica feels shame. She's being shamed. People are hating her. They be like, oh, you had sex with a guy? What a loser. Ha 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 ha, what a loser. And I'm just like, man, the Heathers suck because they just love to throw all the rumors out. Who cares if they're true or not? Rumors out. And of course, to enact some good old classic revenge, let's give her a hangover cure with some like Drano or something. I forget what the chemical was, but it was something you're not supposed to ingest as a person. And then I like Veronica's hesitant. Hey, no, let's not do that. So let's instead give her orange juice and milk JD lets her take the wrong drink concoction to her good old pal Heather. And then Heather dies. Wow. How do you cover up a murder like this? Suicide note. And of course, a suicide note. She writes a suicide note that's like, man, if only people knew the struggles I was going through, being the worst person imaginable who makes rumors up about everyone. I'm like, oh boy, this will be interesting. Let's see how the rest of the society, aka the school, and their families and the world around these children, how will society take this? Oh wow, you're praised. This Heather's is now praised because the suicide note makes her like a complex person. She's like, I have to end my life. I have to end my life right here, right now. Oh. And then everyone's like, oh my goodness, she's dead. I'm so sad. Even though you hated her when you were there with her being alive, you hated her. But now that she's gone, you feel so sad. You don't know what you have until it's gone. Man, I remember when they had the suicides that happened during class, during school. I never knew any of them, by the way, so I never felt any emotional connection to these guys. But I would hear people around me, they'd be like, oh my goodness, it's so sad that they're gone. But like these same people wouldn't talk about the guys that were gone like several months before they were gone. They would never talk about them near me. So it just goes to show that you better appreciate what you have now, or else if it's gone, then you're going to be sorely feeling, you're going to be sore, you're going to want these people around, and then they're gone, and so you can't have them there. You can't have them there to be next to you. They're gone, and you're sad because they're gone. You should have appreciated them while they're there. But nobody appreciates Heathers. None of the Heathers. Who cares about the Heathers? Okay, so Veronica is like, well, I have to fix my mistake. Okay. Also, we got the two head honcho football players in the team. They're terrible. Wow, who knew that they were terrible? Of course, they would have a massive ego because of how much success they're bringing on early in life with no checks and balances. So of course, they're gonna be like, aha, I'm better than everyone else around here. I can make sure everyone feels bad. And of course, because of this, and also they're messing up all the plans. They're getting too close, man. They're getting too close. We have to shoot them. We have to have these bullets that are not lethal. What world is a bullet not lethal? We have blanks and they still kill people, man. Like, what is these dummies thinking, man? But of course, we gotta get them in the woods. We gotta shoot them. Oh, they got shot. What? I thought they weren't lethal. We gotta run away because the cops are on our tail. Whoa, these two football players, they're dead. Why are they dead? Oh, note. Oh, it's because we're gay, and now everyone's loving them. Including the father is like, I love my gay son, my gay dead son, because he just wants the son to be back, man. I mean, personally, it's tragic, and I don't think that Veronica should be killing more people. Of course, she thinks this too. She's like, I don't want to be near you, JD. You're a terrible influence. Terrible influence. You know what JD does in retaliation, though? I'm going to blow up the school. I'm going to blackmail one of the Heathers to have a bunch of people sign a petition. So for what? A bunch of suicide notes? It's just their name. How would it be a suicide note? What is this logic? What? I'm going to stay up all night and I'm going to write down everybody's hand signature, replicate it to the best of my ability. Right? Oh man, I'm so sad that this school blew up. What? How is this a suicide note, JD? You're freaking insane. You just want to blow up the school. And I'm glad that Veronica is here to stop you. I like how she has a gun. She's just so used to using a gun at this point about the end of the movie. Go pew, 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 pew. I like it. She shoots JD What's interesting about the timers in this movie, let's say a movie will last 3 minutes in a scene, but within the scene itself, the button, the timer, the click, the whatever it's called, the time on the bomb will last for like 30 seconds. It's a 3-minute scene. I'm like, this school should have blown up already by now. But of course, we have JD stabs a bomb and that prevents it from blowing up? What? Do I know this? Do I think this is right? Do I know this is right? Is this a thing that can happen if I could stab a bomb? Will it stop the explosion? Maybe if you cut it in the right place, but just willy-nilly stabbing it, I don't think that would help. But of course, Veronica is stopping JD from blowing up the school. They both escape. JD's there like, I still have a bomb, it's strapped to my chest. And then he just blows up right in front of Veronica. And Veronica's really cool, right? She's like, I'm just gonna smoke a cigarette covered in soot and ash. And I like this part. So there's a scrunchie given to the most powerful chick in the school. I'm like, okay, that's fun, I guess. But also, there's this really fat chick who got bullied and tried to get ran over by a bus. But because the bus was matching her size, two forces equaled out and nothing really happened. She just get injured. She didn't die. And people were literally picking on her for copying the pop culture people. And I'm like, you guys suck, man. I freaking hate you guys all. I hate every teenager in the universe. I hate them all. Even as a teenager, I hated all the teenagers. Even as a teenager, I hated myself as a teenager. I just wanted to be a more fully fledged adult with no big inflated ego without any proof of it at all, without anything to back it up except for my drawing skill. That's even too inflated by my ego. Back in high school, man, terrible. All teenagers are terrible, including me. But you know, I'm an adult, so I'm better now. We're all better now. Hopefully nobody I meet ever as an adult who's maybe 40 or something acts like a teenager ever towards me. That'd be nice. But I hate all teenagers, hate them all. What does this have to do with the story? Well, this ultimate lesson is that teenagers suck. And you shouldn't care about cliques. And Veronica hangs out with the fat chick. She's on this bike, and I'm like, that's a cool bike. It's like one of those bikes I would see in Walmart, but it doesn't have the cart in front of it, so it's just a scooter bike, a mobility bike. Wow, cool mobility bike. How long did it take for these people to find a really fat person? Like, she's fat. This is the 80s. But it would be really easy to find somebody of that size now. It would be really, really, really easy. Like, wow, okay. It's just fascinating. This movie is fascinating. I could compare this movie to Mean Girls, but if it took a murdery tone, if it took a murdery twist, if there was a murder twist, if it took one side of Mean Girls and the other side was murder, boom, just there it goes. It's Mean Girls, but with murder. That's a good way for me to describe this movie. I hate the Heathers. I wish they all would die. Some of them don't die, though, and I hope they learn. I don't know how they would learn. I just hope that they learn. I hope that someone tells them that being terrible to people is actually terrible. I wish someone would just say that to them. But other than that, and other than my non sequitur rants that loosely relate to high school, I like this movie. It's a fun movie. I liked it when they were all dying, and then there was even more conflict between JD and Veronica. I liked that. And then I liked when JD blew himself up at the end. I'm like, nice! At least you got rid of the scum that you are. You're trying to blow up a school, and I'm glad you just blow up yourself, dude. That would not be nice. So, I gotta get this movie. I like the actors, I like the set dressing, I like the high school nature of it all. if I saw this as a high schooler, if I saw this when I was 15, I would definitely take this a lot more different and more passionate, because I'd be like, yeah, being part of cliques bad, man. I hate being part of cliques. You know, I'd be like that. But since I'm an adult now, I have some time away from that environment. I can only look back on it and be like, yeah, don't be part of cliques. So this movie gets a solid 7.7 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. The platform really likes that. If you want a fast track movie review, you can do that for $20 Redinos at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews, go to this link tree. By the way, you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews. So you can go here. And until next time, mint salad sauce. See you later, my sour croutons and bacon bits. Ooh. I go fall.